Alright, what's going on, guys? So, in this video, we're going to be doing some map 7. So, just before we get into anything, you guys got to know, this is the beta. When map 7 comes out, it might not be like this. This is a beta. Just got to get that clear, make sure you guys know that. And yeah, let's get into this. So, I see that Korg there. I'm like, okay, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. So, yeah, my team, I'm bringing in Omega Red, Ghost Rider, and Blade. And since I was on the beta, I went ahead and took Ghost Rider to rank 565. It's not on my main account. It's not like on my. It's because it's a beta. It's a separate thing. So, but yeah, Omega Red and Blade are both 565 on the main account. So, this is realistic for when I do map 7 with these champs. Ghost Rider should be rank 4. So first up, we had a Morningstar here, and Omega Red, he is awesome against Morningstars. He's really awesome. So the whole run through map 7 here, it took me about like 45 minutes. It took a long time. So I'm going to put this into 2 parts. Just the first run. And yeah, let me know what you guys think if you enjoy this. So yeah, this will be part 1. And I'll stop it before I get to the second Omega Red boss. Because those Omega Red bosses, man, they're a pain in the nuts if you don't have a good champ. Like OG Vision is really good for him. Stark Spidey's really good for him. But I didn't bring those 2 champs, so we're gonna have some fun against the Omega Reds. You guys will see. But yeah, we had an Ultron here, and it was a bleed node, but Omega Red kind of sucks against robots. So go ahead, bring out in Ghost Rider. So yeah, there's some weird global nodes, but honestly, there was a lot of text. So I was just reading the regular nodes. There's so much going on in map 7 here. There's so many nodes, all kind of crazy stuff. So off the bat, this Ultron evaded. So I'm like, okay, screw you. I'm gonna get some regen. Look at the regen on the 565 Ghosty. It's almost 1K per tick. Oh my god, that's crazy, man. Like, I might take Ghost Rider to rank 5 after seeing after seeing map 7 and just seeing what he can really do. It was impressing me, like the damage, like once you get him to sig, like I think mine's like sig 160, so once I get him to sig 200, that fury, man, it really amps up the damage. So we'll see. Next up here we have a Sentinel. So I went ahead and brought Blade for this fight. He has a whole bunch of stuff against the classes. Kind of annoying, but whatever. We got Danger Sense with Blade, so we'll try to do our best here. It's got skill training. I'm not really sure what that does, but you know, just beta specials, do damage with Blade, and you'll get through the fight. I don't know, Mike. I'm not critting like at all, which is annoying until I get to my L2. Even with my L2, I wasn't critting a whole bunch. So yeah, and his analysis isn't full, so that must be something with the skill training. So go ahead, drop my L2 here, and I'm like, where's the crits? The first 2 parts didn't crit. We got some nice crits on at the tail end of it. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bait his L2 here. Got him down to 50% health. And as you guys can see, there's no timers on these fights. On some fights, there's like a 15-minute timer. I think that's on the Omega Red mini bosses. Are they mini bosses? I think they're mini bosses. Yeah, there's like a 15-minute timer, I think, on there. My fight's not 15 minutes long, but you guys will see when we get there. It's interesting without, like I said, Spidey, without OG Vision. I think Sentinel could be pretty good for that fight, actually, maybe. He has heal block on his L1, doesn't he? I need an L1 from this Sentinel to null there. That was bad, but it's all good. Yeah, I don't know, the Omega Red mini bosses, they're a fun fight, man. I like it. I was just having, like, I did 2 full runs through map 7. It was like 2 hours. I was just chilling, listening to some music, playing through some map 7 for fun. And I was just having a good time. Like, it was just fun. It's difficult, and I enjoy difficult content, so I was just having a blast, man. I was really just having fun. Really excited for map 7 too. I hope Omni does a lot of map 7. I hope the donations aren't too crazy. So right here, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with Bishop, where if I have more power than him, we both get our power drain or something like that, and he starts with 2 bars. I'm like, okay, let's go ahead in here with Ghost Rider. Try Ghosty here, and if things get a little rough, I can, you know, get that regen going. So bait the L2 pretty well here. You just block the first part and then evade the other 2 parts. Go ahead and get the bleed judgment out of the way first. I don't know. Sometimes I just want to get the bleed judgment out of the way. Right here, our power gets drained. I went in basically what I was doing, I was going to go for an intercept. It's a really weird intercept that I don't see anyone else do. I swear to God I was trying to do it. It's where you dash in at them, where you're going to get hit, but right before you get hit, you use your special. That's what I was doing, and my power got drained as I dashed in, so I just got comboed. It's really dumb, but it's okay. Now I got my regen going. I procced my Fury, and just look at my damage. Like, look how hard Ghost Rider's hitting on his medium crits. Let's see if I can get a good crit here. Yeah, 6,000 on a medium crit with class neutrality. Neutrality? Yeah, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good for Ghost Rider. That's like my biggest problem with him is just his damage kind of, but not bad. And yeah, this is, I think that is Sig 200. I think I put him to Sig 200. I can just put all my champs to Sig 200 because there's unlimited Sig stones. So yeah. So here we go. We've got a Korg here. This fight might look a little familiar to some of you guys. It was in the Omega Red Collector video. So yeah, but you know, it's Korg. It's fun. I saw Korg. I was like, yes. There's another Korg fight later on in this as well. Maybe it's in the next part. I don't know. It should be in this part, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna split these into like 2 20-minute parts, I think is what I'll do. Yeah, let me know if you guys like that or if it's too long. Let me know how you guys feel about it. But yeah, like I said, I was just having fun, man. I was just having a lot of fun. It's just enjoyable. I'm really happy that they're doing Map 7 finally. I said, I asked them about Map 7 last Comic-Con, like not the one I just went to, like the one before, like the first one I went to, and they're like, you know, Map 7, the idea's been thrown around the room, but there's nothing in the works right now. I'm like, okay. And now this year, I didn't ask about it, but hey, here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead over to this Rhino. Gonna go ahead and bring in Blade. You know, we got Danger Sense here, class advantage, so gonna be doing some pretty good damage. I think there is no physical resistance on this one. It is stun immune though. So yeah, I can't parry him. I can still get the bleeds at least, but yeah, it's kind of annoying when you can't stun a Rhino. But yeah, go ahead, drop the L2 here and just look at that damage. Blade. Freaking Blade. It's a beast. So like, this might be my AQ squad for Map 7. It's a pretty good team, I'd say. I like it. I think I can pretty much handle most things. Might need to bring in Stark Spidey for some stuff, like that Omega Red mini boss. Or maybe someone else can take it, because like, you guys will see once we get there what happens. So this Yandu has invade, so we're pretty much just going to try to hit him on his block as much as possible. As you can see, we're hitting really hard to block due to the invade node, hitting like 2200 through the block. So yeah, I'm just going to keep trying to do that, really. Just back off, let him block, go in, hit him on the block. And yeah, I think I go for an intercept right here, intercept his butt. Go ahead and get the bleed judgment off, so I can do some damage over time, hit him through the block a bit more, and the bleed just does its thing. So yeah, Yandu goes down there, 5 hits. And yeah, next up we got a Doctor Strange. So for this guy, we're going to be bringing in Omega Red, I think. So Omega Red just melts these guys. It's bleed node as well. I'm like, I saw the bleed, I'm like, yes, let's bring in Omega Red. Because if there's a bleed node, Omega Red is your guy. He's your guy if there's a bleed node. It's just, I love using Omega Red when there's a bleed node, or if you have suicides, you could basically make a bleed node for yourself. But like, when I do Map 7, I'm not probably going to be using suicides. I don't like using suicides like all the time. Just put them on occasionally, or when I gotta go for a big feature grind or something like that, you know. So yeah, boom, look how quick we melted through that Doctor Strange. Very nice from Omega Red there. And yeah, now we're gonna hop on the teleporter, and I think we got a Wasp to fight next. I accidentally kept clicking the chat when I was trying to click the teleporter. But yeah, we have a Wasp here. There's a Wasp or a Howard the Duck. I'm like, let's go Wasp. So I should have probably read the node. I think I had a weakness on me, so I wasn't hitting too hard. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, you know, we just get through it. Wasp, you know, Wasp, pretty easy to fight. Just gotta be careful. You don't want to get her to evade. Yeah, you can see I have a weakness on me. I'm not really even sure what the node was. A lot of text. Like I said, I was just chilling, trying to do some fights. Really all I was trying to do. Like, that's what I really like. Like, sometimes when I've had a bad day or I just want to blow off some steam, I like to just do some Labyrinth, you know, or do something like that. And map 7, that was like another, it's not Labyrinth, but like it's long, difficult fights in a row. It's just fun, you know. That's just how I like to relax sometimes. I find it relaxing. As you can see on this fight, look, there's 14 minutes, man. That's crazy. Cause yeah, these are some long fights, man. You better be prepared for some long fights in map 7. So I drop the L2 here, and it's just not hitting very hard. It's just not hitting very hard. At least I put on deep wounds, so my bleeds are actually sticking around for a little bit. I'm just gonna keep baiting the L2 and baiting out heavies, so I don't get any shock on myself. Parry, drop another L2. And yeah, it's not doing too much damage, but at least we get some bleeds, and then we can gain some power back from it. So yeah, we can just keep cycling them L2s, keep baiting these L1s, and yeah, it works, you know, it works, gets the job done. So yeah, Wasp, you know, she's not too difficult. The Howard the Duck, I don't like fighting Howard the Duck, honestly. Just you get that Thunderquack on you, you can't get a parry off in time. Does so much damage to you if it's a high level Howard the Duck. Like, it would be a 6-star with 30 KPI. Yeah, no thanks there, Howard the Duck. No thank you. So yeah, this Wasp's almost down, 25% left to go. Gonna keep baiting that L1. I think drop an L1 of my own here just to get some bleeds going. Bleeder down. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but just gonna keep spamming the L1s, stack up those bleeds. Let that do its thing. Then I can get a little bit of power, get back all the way up to 71%. Make sure I stay there, because her chip damage does a little more than a little bit. Her blocked hits, man, they hit hard. So finally got through all those fights. Now we got the Omega Red mini boss. Now this was the first time fighting him, and I very much so underestimated this fight. It's like, okay, this doesn't seem too hard. We'll just bring in my Omega Red. And, yeah. You guys will see what happens. Let's watch. So, you know, I'm trying. I don't get it. I get spores quicker than him. Like, look, I'm at 9. Like, wait, what? Like, how is he putting spores on me quicker than I'm putting spores on him? We're the same distance from each other. That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. But yeah, the aggressive regeneration, and why this node is just, it's annoying, is because you gotta back off to let his spores fall off you, but at the same time you can't let the regen stack up too much, or he just heals back up again. So it's really annoying. It's super annoying. I'm trying to keep a degen on him to keep my spores. But then as soon as I back up to beta special, he gets those stacks of regen. It's just it's so much to balance. It's so annoying, this fight, man. I just very underestimated it the first time here. And yeah, I did not make that mistake again. So like, I think it could be possible if he was really lenient with his L1s, but for me, he's not too lenient. And as you can see, he just starts healing up when he doesn't, like, anytime you wait baiting the special, he's just gonna heal up. You don't really want him to use his L2, because then he gets death field, and then any spores on you, you're taking damage when you're close to him, and you don't want that. So all my spores are gone now. He finally throws his L1 and he's healing back up. It's just this fight, man. Maybe Omega Red could do it, but it's not a good matchup for him. And then right here, I eat an L1, trying to stay aggressive, and then I get intercepted. So rip. And I was like, that really annoyed me. I'm like, okay, let's try Ghost Rider. I'm pissed off now. I'm like, okay. Blade's not gonna work here because I don't want to bleed him, so we're gonna have to go in with Ghost Rider. And boys, strap in for a long fight. This is a very long fight. So right away, I get the bleed out of the way. I know it triggers death field, but I just want to get it out of the way. My first judgment, it's gonna be the shortest. Go ahead and drop my L1. Just trying to, in my head, this is my first time trying this fight with Ghost Rider. I'm just trying to stack up some judgments so I can get off the Fury, and then I can get off the L3. That'll heal block him, so I won't have to worry about staying super aggressive, and it'll also power lock him, so I don't have to worry about baiting specials. And once you get to that point, it's really good, but then the L3 judgment falls off, and you got to get back up to that point, and in that time he can heal back up, and it's super annoying. So this is just a really long fight. Go ahead and drop my L2 as well. I'm trying to just get all my judgments off so I can get a really long heal and power lock going. But like I said, it's the first time doing this fight with Ghost Rider now, so that's my plan from the start. And I've taken a little bit of chip damage. I took one hit, too, but you know, my health's fine, and I haven't had to use my regen yet, so I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling all right so far. We're getting him down a little bit by little bit. He's getting some regen though. See, like when he's not throwing a special, he starts to regen up, so it's very annoying. Yeah, this fight, man. He throws a heavy here. Go in, get rid of those regen stacks, and yeah, now I'm almost at an L3, so now I can trigger my regen, trigger my fury, and then I can go ahead and trigger my my L3. So I think I want to trigger the regen first. Yep, there we go. Get that off, and then we can get back up to 100% health. But that's not really what I'm worried about. Now I need to get my fury off. Now I can drop the L3. This does, I think it's like 7% damage or something like that. Let's see, was it go do 79? Yeah, I think that's a 79. So some pretty good damage from the L3, and now that did 19k. That's pretty solid. So now he's power locked, heal blocked, but the thing is, I still have to keep the spores down on me. So I can't just intercept him aggressively while this duration. I have to back off, let the spores fall off, which is super annoying. And yeah, but you can see we took him down a good amount, but now I got to get back to an L3 again. And that's the tricky part. Right there, I got up to 10 spores on myself and started taking a butt ton of damage. He's starting to get his aggressive regeneration going, and right here, he just doesn't want to throw a special. So what am I supposed to do? He's just getting regen and regen and regen, and he's just really pissing me off at this point. Regen, oh, look at that. He's healed back up above 80%. Are you freaking kidding me? Like I said, guys, strap in for a long fight. This fight is just a constant tug of war. I almost got him all the way, and then, oh, no, he pulls back control, heals all the way back up. It's just... this fight, man. But it's enjoyable. Like, I'm having a fun time here. It's annoying, it's frustrating, but at the same time, I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm having fun. And that's what matters. So go ahead, get my regen up. I didn't quite cycle everything how I wanted. My L3 Judgments is already gone, but it's just the way she goes. Right here, I trigger another Fury. I didn't mean to do that, so I basically nullified the old Fury that was longer for a shorter Fury. Stupid. Yeah, and again, I'm trying not to push him to an L2, so he gets those aggressive regeneration stacks when he just doesn't want to cooperate. Here, I get off my bleed, just to get it going, and yeah, I'm taking some damage, but it's okay. Bait an L1 here, he actually throws it finally, and yeah, just start the cycle over again. Try to get back to an L3, try to keep the spores low on you, and try to keep the aggressive regeneration stacks off him. And yeah, it's just a constant battle, constant tug of war. Get my regen up again. Now I can start healing up some of the damage we took. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my L3, get him power locked and heal blocked again, and just try to keep it going. But it's hard. This fight ain't easy, man, especially with Ghost Rider. This is not an easy fight, but it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible to do. But yeah, like, you definitely want to bring in like a Stark Spidey, an OG Vision. I think Ghost would probably be pretty good here. Oh, who am I kidding? Ghost is good for anything. Ghost would slay this. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get my Fate Seal off, just so that I can start cycling the Judgments once again, get the bleed one off. I'm going to try to do what I did the first time, get a bunch of them off first, and then get my L3 off. I think that's the better way to go. Intercept him against the wall a little bit here, getting a little frisky. Going to go ahead and bait the L1. Doesn't want to throw it. Okay, let's get my regen, take off his regen, try to bait the L1 again. Again, he just doesn't want to throw it. Come on, buddy. And right here, stupid, I get hit. I'm like, oh, he just doesn't want to throw. I try to keep my block down, so he throws his L1, and he just doesn't want to throw the L1, so then I get hit. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll throw my L3. Screw you, dude. Screw you. Gonna get a little bit out of my regen here, as little as I can, or I mean as much as I can. Get my Fury off, so at least I can do some damage. Right here, I don't know how he hit me with one of his tentacles. Watching that back, I thought I got hit a little bit, but I didn't. Like, I didn't get hit by the rest of it. That was very weird. Not sure what happened there. Right here, intercept him with the L1 to get off those regen stacks. And as you can see, we're getting him down. He's almost down. Go ahead, drop my regen here, heal up a little bit more, go for a frisky intercept once more. Let those spores fall off me. He baits the L1, luckily. Didn't get too much regen there. And now I've healed up a bit. I gotten him a little low. It's going good. We're almost there. Come on, baby. Almost there. Push him. Come on, man. We got this. Go for the intercepts. 2%. And boom. We got him. Crazy fight, guys. Oh, man. That fight was just insane. How many hits was that? 250? 250 hits. Come on. Go back. But yeah, that's going to do it for the first part of map 7 here. 20 minutes long already. I thought I was going to show some more in this one. But we got another Korg coming up. We got some paths that it's inverted controls on the path. These paths are crazy. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more. This long, a little bit shorter. And yeah, I appreciate the feedback. Once again, map 7 beta. None of this is for sure. It's the beta. Okay, keep that in mind. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy. Peace.